Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
That's what happened to my mother.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good morning, everybody. Jordan Shelton's going to lead us in the pledge today. Thank you, Jordan. All right, so we got about probably 10, maybe 15 minutes of business to get through here, and then we're going to celebrate Jim and Cheryl here in just a couple of minutes. So, Jimmy, you want to do the minutes and claims,
Okay,
please?
we've got December 20th minutes.
Any commissioners, questions about the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second?
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes
And-
carried.
Then we've got December 21 through 27 claims for $3,644,393.39.
Any questions or comments about the claims?
Motion to approve claims dated December 21st through December 27th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay. Any more, Jimmy? Okay. All right, next on the agenda is the final obligation that the commissioners have for the amendment to the Lost Creek Fire Protection District. Terry, you want to talk about this?
Yes. This is adding to the district. It'd actually be the township out there, the Nevins Township. And this is considered a public hearing, so if anybody has any comments about this, please come forward now. Does anybody have any comments? Okay. So if no comments, the commissioners can make a motion as a matter of public policy that this amendment to the fire district should be granted at this time.
Any comments from Lost Creek?
And there's a whole process to this, obviously. There was petitions signed, the auditor certified the petitions. We've considered those and determined that they conform, the proper number was there and they conform to the statute. So now we're here at the final part that if you guys approve it, you'll go ahead and sign the amendment at this time.
Anything you'd like to add?
Just that we appreciate the support we've had up there in Nevins Township. It's going to be great for both communities, Lost Creek Township and Nevins Township both. Look forward to seeing what the future holds for us out there, and we see some really great things coming from this.
Well, we appreciate your hard work. We know it was not easy for you to get to this point.
Yeah.
A lot of door knocking and walking and signatures and stuff like
Absolutely.
that. So, Commissioner
Absolutely.
Clinkenbeard, anything you want to add? It's your
Thank
area.
you, and I would like to make the motion to approve amendment to the Lost Creek Fire Protection District by the addition of Nevins Township, hereafter known as the Lost Creek Nevins Fire Protection District, Beagle County, Indiana.
Yes. Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate your work.
Yeah, very good.
All right, Vigo County Park Superintendent Adam Grossman, you got a contract awarding a bid?
Yep, Stroke Construction was the low bidder for the Griffin Bike Park building at $1 million. Looking for approval for that contract today. Real quick off the top, thank you to our attorney. Even answered an email on Christmas. Thank you to a lot of people that worked through some holidays to get this done. Make sure we got it done at the end of the year. Great partnership. We've got EDIT funds, ARPA funds, HFI funds. Had to grab from a lot of different places to make this project happen. We're still just a little bit short, but we're confident in some fundraising, and our department will put in an offset cost at the end here to make this project complete. So looking for approval for this contract in full.
Okay.
And Adam's worked hard on this too, and he has worked with me closely on the contract and everything. I am gonna block him next year on Christmas, but other than that, he's.
I didn't expect you to answer an email on Christmas evening. So
Well, Commissioners, I will say that the architect is here from Sanders and Associates. Rich is here from Griffin. If you guys have any questions, if not, would entertain a motion.
I'd make a motion to move this approve this contract for a new building at Griffin Bike Park.
I have a second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Thank you.
Great day for Griffin Bike Park.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, it is.
All right, so that's the end of business for the meeting. At the end of the year, the commissioners usually go through the year and the things that we have accomplished collectively together, so I'm going to do that real quick. It'll probably take about 5 minutes or so. In January of this year, the commissioners did away with some appointments and made most of our appointments two-year appointments to give people more comfort in being able to keep their job and not have to go through that yearly review. The commissioners appointed Scott Swan, who's done a fantastic job, to the Director of Information Technology. Also, Scott wrapped up a recodification project for us, which we're extremely thankful for, on the 27th today. All of our codes will be online and searchable on our county website, so that's a tremendous undertaking. Took 2 or 3 years to get done, but he got that done. In January of this year, we were awarded a $1.9 million Next Level Trails grant for the Riley Spur Trail. We worked with the Vigo County Health Department to raise some fees, aligning us with counties in similar size. Awarded contracts to build a new county morgue, a vehicle shop, maintenance shop, and storage space. February, we hired Brian Dehart as the Director of E911, who's done a tremendous job as well. Commissioners, in partnership with Bill Watson, hired DLZ to begin a feasibility study for remodeling or building a new community corrections building. Thrive presented to the commissioners, offering us a lot of information about the county's housing initiative. We put $5 million of American Rescue Plan funds toward that. We signed an agreement with Bose McKinney and Evans to represent Vigo County in negotiations with the Terre Haute Casino and the local development agreement. We signed an agreement for Indiana State University to continue working with the Vigo County Prosecutor's Office, which allows the real-world education for those students and also assist the Prosecutor's Office as well. In March, we approved a contract for the Vigo County Historical Museum for $49,500 to help restore their east wall and paint the mural, which that work is complete besides some shading that they're going to do on the mural when it gets warmer. Approved a contract for $15,000 to the homeless for the Veterans Village. Mark's been a big part of that, American Rescue Plan Act funding. Approved a contract to Vigo County Community Corrections for $55,000 to purchase a new transport vehicle. That was American Rescue Plan funding. And the big one in March, was approved several contracts to put a modular building below the tower over there at 201 Cherry Street and move all the technology and all the equipment out of the jail into that building. And happy to say that that work is complete now. Approved a contract to the Vigo County Sheriff's Office for a new cargo van, transport van, and 2 patrol cars. That totaled $186,000. That was American Rescue Plan Act funding. Huge shout out to the council for all these American Rescue Plan funding projects. Commissioners signed over 133 vacant, dilapidated properties to the city of Terre Haute. That's the biggest ever for them to rehabilitate those lots, demo the houses, and build new homes. April 5th, we cut the ribbon on the $300 million Terre Haute Casino Resort. Vigo County welcomed thousands of people from all over the country, perhaps the world, to view the solar eclipse. The Terre Haute Children's Museum won a national award for their preparation and commitment to the total eclipse of the Haute Festival. Vigo County was one of the first counties in the state of Indiana to receive the full $1.5 million Community Crossings matching grant. Vigo County celebrated its first and only Southside Recycling Center. Indiana State University lost the nail biter in the NIT championship. We approved a contract with the Vigo County School Corporation for $150,000 for Project Aware that provides mental health resources to students, which was another ARPA project. Approved a contract for Vigo Sullivan Rural Water Corporation for the amount of $60,000 for a feasibility study to make more accessible water available to residents in the southwestern part of the county. In May, we approved a contract to change the services for youth for $1 million for a brand new state-of-the-art child care facility on the east side of Terre Haute, another American Rescue Plan project. We honored David Patterson as he retired from the Vigo County Commission of Visitors Bureau. We worked with Bill Watson again to hire RQAW for a second feasibility study, design study on a community corrections building. Approved a contract to install a new generator at the Vigo County Courthouse. That work's currently taking place and expected to be done within a week or two. Also in May, we accepted a bid from Milestone for paving the Riley Spur Trail. That work is complete, and the design of the second phase is ongoing. Commissioners presented a survey about health insurance to county employees, which was the first ever. And that survey participation was phenomenal. We plan to do that again next year. In June, we awarded a contract to FSG Painters for the dome of the courthouse. That was $128,000. That work is complete. Signed a contract with RQAW for design of a roadway and handicap accessible parking closer to the courthouse at 201 Cherry Street after the jail is demolished. Updated all the AEDs in all county buildings. In June, we opened the Larry Bird Museum and hosted one of the biggest air shows in the country. We signed a contract for Man from 7 to purchase a new refrigerator truck for deliveries and pickup. That was a $50,000 American Rescue Plan project. Signed a contract with the Wabash Valley Fair Association for $75,000 to update facilities and water lines, another ARPA project. Sealed and striped the north and south sides of the Vigo County Government Center parking lot. Vigo County Commissioners hosted their annual blood drive in the council chambers in honor of Riley Southard. In July, Vigo County faced another severe storm that left the community without power for several days. Probably our best response to a storm ever from the local level, state level, and federal response. We just found out that we're likely going to receive some funds back from that storm. In July, we also celebrated the Excel Center and Meadow Shopping Center, providing a diploma to people who did not have the opportunity to get one in their younger years. We approved a new contract for 2 front-end loaders for the Highway Department. We awarded $12,500 to all county fire departments. That's American Rescue Plan Act funding. We decommissioned the elevators. I don't know why I said this, but it's a big deal for our insurance cost at 201 Cherry Street, the old Vigo County Jail, to reduce those costs. We awarded a contract to the Terre Haute Boys and Girls Club for $100,000 in American Rescue Plan Act funding. And also in July, we lost a local hero and great man, John Plassey. August, we awarded a bid to Hanna Construction for a new Vigo County Juvenile Justice Center at Sallyport. That construction's ongoing right now, currently underway. Vigo County, in partnership with IDEM, had a very large controlled burn of debris from the late June, early July storm. Milestone started laying down the first asphalt base for the Riley Spur Trail. We received a study post-Markle Mill Dam demolition about Otter Creek getting a clean bill of health. The water is extremely clean. Had a ribbon cutting for the first phase of the Riley Spur Trail. In September, we awarded bids for the demo of the Vigo County Jail, which will start anytime soon. We held a ribbon cutting for the completion of the Spring Hill Road project. Was drug out, took entirely way too long. No fault of the counties, a lot of responsibility on the utilities. It took a while. Vigo County was awarded a $400,000 Safe Streets for All grant, and that's thanks to an incredible partnership with Thrive West Central. Signed an ordinance regarding merit deputy retiree insurance. In October, we accepted and awarded bids for Hasselberger Bridge and several culvert replacements. That was over $3 million in American Rescue Plan Act funding. We amended the ATV and UTV ordinance so folks can be fined for off-road vehicles in county parks and on county trails. We did a semi-controversial project on Canal. We Cape sealed it, which had some people upset for a little bit, but the road turned out really well. It looks exceptionally well and had it striped. And in November, we awarded a bid for an overlook at Dewey Point, thanks to Adam Grossman, the Parks Department. The commissioners took a trip to D.C. and talked to all of our federal partners. And then in December, diligently worked with John Hendricks and Lost Creek Fire Department for the Nevins Township merger. And we also purchased 21 acres behind the Vigo County Security Center to look toward the future of our justice system. And then finally today, happy to announce that with the help of Norm Loudermilk and everything he does, we were able to save the Vigo County group homes. That will be coming back online. Those houses will be full of kids that aren't in good positions. Norm came to us and volunteered his time and efforts to keep that going. He's going to kind of administer that for a while until we do hire a new administrator or director. So we're extremely excited about that. So 2024 was a big year for Vigo County government. I think 2025 is just going to be just as good, if not better. The motto going into 2025, we'll keep the foot on the gas pedal. No time to let it, or no reason to let off now, and just continue the momentum that we've built over the last 3, 4, or 5 years. So with that, commissioners, do you have anything else you'd like to add? It's a lot.
No?
Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. That's, a lot of that is with the help of the county council, and I wanted to recognize a couple county council members here today, Vicki Wager and Marie Thies. Marie Thies will not be with us next year, but I want to thank you for all that you did. I know it's probably means a lot to you to be here when we're signing the contract for Griffin Bike Park. You and Vicki both been huge advocates of our park system, and we appreciate that. Yeah, as Chris said, ARP has kind of consumed everything we've done over the last 2 years, and it's great to have that money into our community, and I think it's going to make a huge difference. But as Chris says, we're going to keep the foot on the gas and work with the council to continue to make things great for our county.
Yeah, I think that what you can see is things don't begin and end at January 1. And so we've got a lot of things in the hopper, in the pipeline to continue on, and we've got a good team here to do it. And we're going to, again, we're going to continue to make some progress.
Yep, I want to say thank you to all of you. We get to play a cool role in county government, but it takes all of you to get things accomplished. So thank you all for everything you've done. With that being said, I'm going to officially recess us until 2025 and adjourn until 2025. I guess I have to do that. We did bring milk, cookies, orange juice today. I stopped by Square Donuts, but realized I forgot they always take the week of Christmas off, so they're closed. So my apologies. At this time, we're going to honor. Yep, go ahead.
On behalf of the county council, I'd like to say that you guys have been really easy to work with, and the council appreciates that fact. There have been commissioners in the past who've been a little bit more important acting than you guys, and that makes it complicated sometimes, and we really are genuinely appreciative of the way that you have treated the council, and we look forward to working with you this year.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, appreciate that. All right, so I'm going to put Norm on the spot. You got to come up here. If you would, Norm, tell us how many years, and get it right this time, Cheryl has worked here, and try to say something nice about her.
26 years with the county, 10 years as chief deputy. It sure didn't, this is almost as hard as when they asked me to speak at John Plassey's funeral, a lot of things that Cheryl does for this county that no one really ever sees. And I suspect that next year is when folks around here that are in different offices are going to really miss the phone calls they can make that would just help fix things. Our state is a state where you have to pick a Republican or a Democrat, and I am what I am. I'm Catholic.
Go Notre Dame.
I like Notre Dame, and I'm a Democrat, and I'm proud of all of those things. And Cheryl ran as a Democrat for the auditor's job, and came up a little bit short, but that's okay. We kept everything positive, and I think that she's done an amazing job. When I met Cheryl in 1982, as a kid and going to school, and then reconnected with her some years later. We married in just a couple of months. Literally met again April 1st and got married July 2nd. And so you know, 30-some years later, and I can't remember the day, so I'm not going to tell you how many years exactly, 36, I think, but that's, we've been together, and so I've watched her grow as a person. I've watched her get hired in the auditor's office as just working in the tax system, and then making her way up to where she is today. Took a sudden leap of faith by Tim Saprodi to give her the chief deputy spot when Calissa Miller vacated that pretty suddenly. And you all just don't know the level of work that she's put in. There were times when it was 8, 9 o'clock at night that she would come home because the reports that was required to be done. And I just, I got jealous because, you know, I lost my wife to the county. Now maybe I'll get my wife back for a little while, so.
Thank you.
Yep.
So you want to bring your family up here?
I'm sorry?
Bring your family up here. We
Okay.
got a plaque to give Cheryl.
Yeah. I brought with me today my 2 sons.